Hi, Mary from Cycle Maintenance Academy here. One of the big messages to cyclists is
oil your chain.
The questions are why, with what, and how. Today we're going to answer those questions. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Okay, let's start. Why do we need to oil a chain? A chain is made up of small parts: inner plates, outer plates, rollers and pins. These parts move against each other in an open environment, catching dirt. Cycle oil keeps the parts moving smoothly and helps to flush the dirt out of the rollers. Without the lubrication, a chain wears quicker and it might seize in places, causing it to skip on the gear. What lubricant should be used on the chain? There are many types of lubricants on the market, and it's best to use a dedicated one for bicycles. Wet lubricant. The wetness refers to the viscosity of the oil. Wet lube is quite thick. The advantage is that it stays on the chain and doesn't wash off in very wet conditions. However, because of its thickness, it attracts more dirt than other lubricants. All-weather lubricant. Best and worst of both worlds. It stays on longer than a dry lube, but attracts more dirt than a dry lube. It also attracts less dirt than a wet lube, but is less tenacious. Dry lubricant. A lighter weight oil that isn't as messy as wet and all-weather lubes, but needs application more frequently. Wax-based lubricant. Easy to apply and doesn't attract as much dirt as other lubricants. Not great in wet conditions and needs to be frequently reapplied. These are the popular lubricants that shouldn't be used on a bicycle chain. Water dispersants. These are great for helping the bike dry after washing and contain some lubricant, such as PTFE, but they aren't really long-lasting enough to act as a good chain lubricant. Grease. This is a really thick lubricant. We don't use this on the chain because it will attract a lot of dirt. It's the best thing to use on components that aren't exposed, such as bearings. Oils used on motor vehicles. They are designed to work inside sealed engines with high temperatures. Cooking oil. Solidifies and attracts dirt, but great for cooking your chips. How to oil your chain. Lubricating the chain can be done with the bike the right way up. Lean the bike up so that you can still move the cranks or put it on the stand. Make sure that the chain is free from moisture. After washing your chain or after a very wet ride, allow it to air dry and then wipe the excess moisture and dirt using a dry rag. Now find a place to start. The joining link is a good marker. This is what it looks like. The dispenser should be a squeeze bottle. Avoid aerosol or pump sprays because they don't dispense the oil accurately, causing dirt to adhere to other components and contaminating your brakes. Shake the bottle first in case there are any ingredients that have separated. You are going to lubricate the chain on the inside. This is to help push any dirt and grit out of the rollers when they touch the sprockets. Put a single drop of oil between each of the plates and the rollers. The oil will lubricate the 3 points on every link: the pivot pins, the rollers, and the point of contact between the inner and outer plates. The sides of the chain don't need oiling. Once you have been all the way around, spin the cogs a couple of times. Do wipe off the excess. This will cut down on dirt attraction and remove some of the gunk from inside the rollers that is pushed out when you spin the chain. Your bike is now good to go. It's very difficult to under-oil your chain, but if you think it needs more, it is easier to apply it than remove it. Better to do little and often. If you put too much oil, any excess will attract dirt, which mixes with the oil and acts like a cutting paste. It's also wasteful and might ruin your trousers. Thanks for watching. Why not let us know how you lubricate your chain in the comments below?